How's it going, everybody? So we're here in Northeast Oregon in just a random parking lot, and I came across this huge hawthorn tree. Isn't she big? And so while I would never harvest from here because it's like a massive parking lot with a lot of people and pollution, it's still a good place to do a video and learn about hawthorn. Now, she's a really ornamental tree, so you've probably seen her around quite a lot. You could probably walk around your town and find some. You could probably go to parks and find some. You might even have one growing in your yard right now. And she is related to the rose, so her berries are completely edible. You can make jams, jellies, all kinds of things. You can make tea. What I really like to do is to take these berries right here, if you'll walk closer, and I got my son doing the video today. These berries right here, you can take them and you can make them into a tincture. Now hawthorn is amazing for heart health. In fact, there's been a lot of studies that show she can replace the need for heart medication or lower the need for. She's just amazing. So if you've got a heart that jumps around a lot, if you've got history of heart disease, anything like that, if you're just in the risk factor for it, hawthorn should be your ally. And she is considered completely safe to take alongside heart medication as well. Now, the one thing that I see people making the mistake of doing again and again and again every year with anything in the rose family is beginning to harvest right now. I know that her berries are bright red and really pretty, and they look like they're at their peak for their harvest, but I want you to wait. I want you to wait until the frost comes, or you have really low temperatures for at least a week, because those cold temperatures are going to create her flavonoid levels and her vitamin B levels and all this stuff to skyrocket by almost triple, meaning she's almost not medicinal before the frost comes. Like, she's still helpful and she's still there, and her leaves have the same medicinal properties, but just be patient. Be patient for these bright red berries to get hit by frost and turn to a little bit of a shriveled mess. And you're thinking, oh, those aren't good to use, but those are when they're best to use. And the same goes for rose hips. So I'm going to snag this camera from him right quick and show you her up front. Don't go away, buddy. I'm going to need you to hold the camera a second. Jane Lee, do you hear me? Okay. So this lady, she's definitely a hawthorn variety. I had to look into her to know who specifically she is, and you're like, oh my god, she doesn't know? Well, that's because there are tons and tons of hawthorn varieties, and the one thing that gives a hawthorn away is she looks like she is a rose hip. See that in there? She has a very telltale sign of where her bloom was, and so it looks very similar to a rose hip. Some of them are rounder. There are even black hawthorns. Now this is some type of thornless variety here. I'll probably have the exact name in the description here once I get home and I look into who exactly she is. But you know, they're pretty easy to ID. Their leaves almost always have these trifold varieties where it's got the 3 points on it, and they usually 90% of the time have massive thorns on them, which is, you know, the name hawthorn. This lady just seems to be a thornless variety, and I know there's about 10 or 12 thornless varieties. So, but I was like, oh my gosh, look at that tree. When I pulled up with my son, we're here to just hike around a bit and look at things, and I was just like, wow, I've never noticed that just massive hawthorn tree. So anyhow, you can definitely get out here and find these hawthorns. Are you making sure my head's in the video, buddy? You can definitely get out here and find these hawthorns. You're smart enough to come find these medicines. You can find her before it's time to harvest, and then make a mental note of where you need to go. You don't need to pay somebody thousands of dollars to ID these plants for you, to teach you how to get out here and do this. And definitely I'll be showing you how to make a tincture from hawthorn when this season comes. But for now, just get curious and start looking at the trees around your area and see who they are, see what medicine they have to offer you, and just get to know them on a deeper level. But if you like my videos, my impromptu parking lot videos or anything like that, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That helps you know when my new videos have posted, because sometimes I take breaks and you're like, oh, I forgot all about this channel, and it comes back. It also helps other people find me. So does liking and commenting. That helps me know that I'm not alone here in the void, that you're hearing me, that what I'm doing is worth the effort, and it helps other people find me too. And then come find me on my website. Come find me on Instagram. I have a massive Instagram account where I'm pretty active on there, and I talk about all kinds of things, not just herbs. And you can find out about all that stuff by following the link in my bio. But mainly, I want you to get out here and get curious about this big, beautiful hawthorn tree, because there's probably definitely some growing near you. All right, well, I will see you next time. Bye.